Hey guys, I thought I'd talk you through a little bit about Doom and why maybe I'm starting to actually enjoy it a little bit, and some of the things that I'm enjoying at the moment. And yeah, just a generic kind of like coverall as to the video I uploaded earlier. Basically, I actually really like arena shooters. I used to play a lot of CPMA, which was like a Quake mod, I guess, with a lot faster movement. And also had like faster weapon switch, you know, things like that. It's a lot to explain for no real reason. I don't need to explain it. But it's actually been really enjoyable playing a game very similar to that again. Get off the health. So I'm actually enjoying this. Now I'm not going to say it's a really good arena shooter because it feels it doesn't have quite the depth that, for example, Quake's had. And I know a lot of other arena shooters are coming out pretty soon that may have a little bit more to it than this. But at the moment, this is just a really nice time passer, so I might be actually uploading a couple of videos. Again, there's only 2 maps out at the moment. This is currently free to play on Steam. I think the beta's just gone open, so you can definitely get your hands on it. I just got killed by Doom Marine. Solid. But yeah, you can get your hands on it and give it a try for yourself, see what you guys think. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Again, it's a bit of a fast-paced arena shooter, I guess, if you're not used to other arena shooters. This is actually relatively slow in comparison to some of the older ones, but still fairly enjoyable. As I said, I've just really enjoyed being able to play a game like this again, where I can kind of just chill out and take it for what it is, which is just kind of like a messy, quick-paced game. Now, the one gun that I absolutely love and always have loved is the lightning gun, which is still present in this game. Now, I do have the sniper rifle as well, just because I feel that otherwise I'm like hyper limited to keeping it really short range. But yeah, I still absolutely love this gun. So this will be my primary gun, and again, mouse 2 is my way forward. Could delay the jump up a little bit. Where has he gone? Just because it still feels relatively close enough to previous titles that I've enjoyed. So, for example, like your Quakes, like your UTs and such, and games that have kind of had a similar weapon in use, and it has a very similar aspect to the tracking aim that games like Dirty Bomb has. And I just fell to my own death, but I still killed the person against me, so that's the main thing. But yeah, it's got that same kind of feeling to it. Essentially, it kind of works with my aim style, which is really nice to have. So yeah, I'm currently having fun. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on Doom coming out. Again, this is the thing, it's actually got quite a lot of negative reviews on Steam at the moment. I think that's predominantly because it doesn't feel like Doom. I think the point that we were discussing in chat today, because it was a live stream as you saw earlier, one of the highlights that got uploaded, is the fact that actually it doesn't feel like Doom, but if it went under any other name, like if this was just like a random release, by a random company, it'd be kind of impressive. Because it's, under that Doom tag, it's got a lot to live up to, right? So again, it's pretty enjoyable, but maybe not quite to that usual Doom reputation that you've kind of grown to expect, where it's a little different. But again, I think that there's a lot of features in this that they've been discussing that could actually make it a very enjoyable game. Some such as, creating your own maps, because these maps are actually quite enjoyable so far. But again, I'd love to see what the community can bring. Probably some fan favorites being remade. It's always nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking forward to, seeing if they actually go for a little bit of that and see what the community can bring. But again, the price tag is very high. I believe upon release it's going to be extremely high, actually. I'm trying to think how much it was. I think it's like 50 euros or something along those lines, if not more, which is actually very... That's a teammate. Very, very steep. Again, the campaign or single player mode, I guess, would be the really enticing part for a lot of people. So I wouldn't be surprised, if a lot of people get it just for that. But for me, the multiplayer is always going to be the primary focus. So again, looking to see how much depth this has down the line. I'm not too sure. At the moment, it still feels fairly one-dimensional. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's perfectly acceptable. But still, it does feel a little bit shallow in gameplay. It doesn't quite have the depth that maybe I'd quite like from an arena FPS, such as this. But still fun enough that I can spend, a good bit of time just running around and just owning people, basically. Yeah. At the moment, like, if you want my setup, it's basically purely default. I've changed absolutely nothing. This is literally the same game, out of the box as you'd get if you installed it on Steam right now. So I've not changed a thing. I just wanted to play it vanilla and see how it felt. I know it's locked to 60 FPS right now, which is a little bit of a shame for me personally. I would have liked to seen how it felt with a little more, but again, I would assume upon full release that'll be fixed up. I'd hope so, at least. I don't think you can release a game at this point that does that sort of thing where it limits it so drastically. I'd like the FOV to be a little less rigid. Again, even though it does list that it goes up to 110, I believe, it certainly doesn't feel like it right now, because I put it on to the highest. That's the only thing I changed, excuse me. So yeah, I'd like to see how much difference could be made by that. So there's a couple of things I could definitely see being adjusted and make this a very fun game to play. But as I said, guys, sorry about me being quiet here. I wanted to give you a bit of a talk through rather than me just putting out gameplay, just because I've actually enjoyed playing this at the moment. And it is free, so I want your thoughts as well. So do let me know how you feel about this game, and would you want to pay for it? Like, what sort of price range would you be willing to pay for this? You know, that sort of thing I always find very interesting. So again, this is a very steep price tag to it in comparison to most other games at the moment. Ah, he wrecked me. I only have 13 HP, that's not too bad. I quite like the power-up system, I like the customization. There's a lot of the features in this that I find quite enjoyable, and you can see the kind of viability towards competitive gaming possibly in the background here. So it could be quite fun to see how that goes and, you know, see what it's like down the line. But for now, I think it's just a very fun thing, and it is free, so, you know, that's not terrible for me. I just took a fight on health, which is always a smart plan. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes down the line for me. You'll probably see me playing it a fair bit. You can catch my streams on Twitch, obviously. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this kind of comes through, and if it will maybe become more competitive down the line. I can see a lot of players testing it out so far, seeing, you know, how they get on with it. So yeah, that could be quite fun. I wouldn't ever consider casting one of these games, but to play it, I'm enjoying it. So guys, do let me know your thoughts. Again, this is just me playing TDM, running around like a maniac. And of course, I come first. Let's do a little victory dance. BAM! Alright, yeah, so as I said, quite an enjoyable game, but let me know your thoughts. I want to know how you guys think this one's going so far. Currently got 21 kills to 5 deaths, not too bad. Yeah, let me know how you feel. What would you like to see changed? Things sort of like that, you know, if you could have an ideal game coming up, what would you pick? So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video.